Hello and welcome to iGameOver channel. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the new iPhone, right? The new iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. So the Apple announced recently that they're going to release a new iPhone and everything was great and everything like that. I mean, there was an equal share of love and hate towards what's happening, towards what has been announced. And as usual, right, as per protocol, there was actually quite a bit of Apple haters that came out with their, quote unquote concerns. Regardless of whether they were right or wrong, or whether we are right or wrong to be excited about this as an Apple fans, I think we're ought to recognize Apple as a company because they do contribute to the industry. They are such a huge company that what they do matters to us consumers. So today we're going to dive a little bit deeper and see the 10 reasons why the new Apple could be good or bad. Okay, so 10 new things or innovations in a new Apple phone. Number 10, the redesign. It's not really all that different than it used to be. So if you look at the new iPhone, you would be hard pressed to mistake it for 6S or 6S Plus, because it's really not much different. The aluminum unibody and so on and so forth, that's not have changed. What have changed is that antenna band that goes on the back, it no longer goes across your phone, so it's not going to look as obstructive, right? It's not going to be in your face anymore. So that's a great addition. And if you would go for that new jet black color, then you're not going to really notice that antenna band at all, because it's just going to blend in with the color. Number 9, the headphone jack bit the dust. Yes, we all knew this is going to happen, and there's been leaks and there's been rumors before that, and everybody knew that eventually this is going to happen, that the old good headphone jack will have to go. I mean, I have to give it to Apple. I have to give them kudos for having the courage to do it, because they are challenging our habits. I mean, come on, imagine the 3.5mm headphone jack has been with us for 100 years. We're so dependent on it. Everything runs of it, like 99.99% devices on Earth that, output some sort of sound or music will have something like that. So it takes, cojones to be able to get rid of it, and not everyone is going to like it. I myself have a little bit mixed emotions because I have a really nice Bang & Olufsen headphones, and they are the old school, right? Really nice quality, really nice good sound, but I will have to use that included adapter. Now, thank you Apple for including that adapter, but the adapter is really small, and when you lose it, you're going to have to shell out about $9 for the new one. To mention that is to also say that there's only one lightning port, and as you probably notice on 9gag and other kind of places like that, people are raving about how you won't be able to charge your phone while you're listening to music on your earbuds. And that is true. And that makes me think, I mean, Apple is such a huge company with billions in R&D budget. Couldn't they, figure out a way for us to charge it? I know that someone said on YouTube that there are concepts of like charging pods where just at the end of the day you just come in and throw in your watch, your phone, whatever else into the one sort of box, and it charges it wirelessly overnight. That would be really, really good, because with the new AirPods, that's one more thing to charge. And I'm all for wireless, but I really think that Apple could have done a little bit better job in figuring out the charging stuff so that we are not compromised on any of our experiences. Number 8, it's waterproof. Well, at least water resistant. I mean, it will take some water, so if you're a clumsy person like me and you tend to spill your drinks or soft drinks or water on the table, and you so happen to have your phone there, then you're going to be totally fine. And if you're like me, or maybe a lot of other people that go to the pub and get drunk, and then they come back home and they go to the toilet, and they sort of bend over and whatever, their phone drops into the toilet, and then panic moment, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? My phone is in there and Apple doesn't have a removable battery, and actually not a problem anymore, right? It's water resistant to a certain point, and it will take that kind of stuff, so you can, take it with you and have it under the shower and do all sorts of stuff with it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, water resistance. Really good Apple. Number 7, the camera is much improved. This year, Apple really kicked it up a notch, and from what I can see, the camera will have some insane quality to it, like really good for a mobile phone. The low light performance is off the chart, and camera is your old school, last year's 12 megapixels, but the sensor has been redesigned, and it's bigger, and it has bigger pixels, which is good, because bigger pixels mean less noise, especially if you have long exposures, like for example at night. Couple that with a f1.8 aperture, and you get yourself a nicely blurred background. That said, iPhone 7 got its optical stabilization, which is great, and iPhone 7 Plus went even a step further because it now has not one, but it has 2 cameras. One that is normal wide angle, about 28 millimeters or so, and the other one, which is, what I called a portrait lens, which is 56 millimeter. Now, all over the internet, you're going to read, oh my God, this is a, telephoto lens. Wrong. Anyone that is in the photography field, they will tell you, and I can tell you from my experience, I've been a photographer for many years, several decades now, okay? And I can tell you that 56 millimeter is a sweet spot for portrait photography. This is not a telephoto lens. Saying that, Apple was very clever about the things they've done. So now, changing from one lens to another, you can actually have like an optical zoom function, which is really smart. And like I said, couple that f1.8 with a 56 millimeter, and you can do some really nice portrait photography. So I'm really quite excited to see what they've done, and as soon as I will get it, I will show you how it works. Number 6, it has zooms. Yes, the 7 Plus model can use those 2 cameras combined together, like I mentioned before, to give you a zoom option, so you can zoom 2 times while, pressing a zoom button on your phone, and it will sort of switch in the background from one lens to another, and then you can go past that and you can zoom digitally with obviously a little bit of a quality loss, but apparently not that much. That is yet to be seen though, how much it will be, the quality loss. And it's all really clever, so it has a really big thumbs up for me that they've done it. Zooms, really good. Number 5, the front camera got an upgrade too. So while all the optical upgrades are being done, it would be a shame if Apple would have missed a front camera as well, but they didn't. In fact, in the new 7 and 7 Plus model, the front camera is a 7 megapixel affair, and that means that your selfies will look that much better. So I'm pretty sure that your Instagram followers are going to love this. Number 4, 16GB is dead. Yes, finally, thank you Apple. Apple decided to ditch the old school 16GB base model that's been with us for years now. And now the base model will have 32 gigs of storage space. Note that this is still not upgradable, but it's not a problem because the mid model will have 128 gigabytes and the top model will have 256 gigabytes capacity. Pretty sweet. And worth noting, however, that if you go for this new jet black fingerprint magnet but beautiful looking phone, you won't be able to get the 32 gig version because Apple treats it as a sort of premium product, right? It looks really good, it looks really glossy, it's all about looks. So they treat it as a premium product, and you'll only be able to get it with 128 gigs and 256 gigs storage option. Good news though, it won't cost you any more than any other colors should you choose to get one. Number 3, it's a powerhouse of performance. Yes, There are more powerful phones out there with better and more powerful processors, but this is not the point here. Optimization is the name of the game in this iteration of our iPhone. So now you get a 4-core processor included in your phone. Did I say 4-core? Well, it's more like a 2 dual-core processors on one chip. So you get 2 cores that are high performance for when you need it, when you're like game or, I don't know, watch like 4K videos or, I don't know, record 4K videos, for example, or edit them on your phone. And you get a 2 low power cores for when you don't, I don't know, browsing web, watching some usual standard quality YouTube, or I don't know, writing a document or whatever. So that optimization, that efficiency will be all that will make the difference, because the less power you use, the longer your battery lasts. So, alas, that brings us to the next point. Number 2, battery boost. Apple never really reveals the capacities of their batteries, and this year has been no different. They didn't tell that it has 2,900 milliamperes or 2,200 milliamperes or whatever it is. So we'll just have to, wait for someone to buy one, tear one open, and tell it to us. What they did tell us, however, is that the new iPhone 7 will get extra 2 hours of battery over its predecessor, which is an 6S. And the 7 Plus will get about an hour and a half, roughly, of extra battery time over the 6S Plus. So this is good. Any extra battery is always welcomed. And number 1, the screen has more color. Yes, the resolution has not been changed, but frankly, I don't care, because at certain pixel density, you just can't tell the difference. So whether it's a 350 or 527, it really makes no difference whatsoever. What makes a difference is that the screen is brighter, it's more color accurate, it has better contrast, and it can display more natural looking colors. So this is a great upgrade. I mean, it's not going to be the OLED, maybe next year, although I heard some rumors, little birds here and there saying that Apple is developing its own version of OLED of some sort. So we might see some OLED competitor coming from Apple. We'll yet to see that. Or maybe they will just use OLED in interim, for example, in 7S model, or maybe even 8, while they're developing the other option. But it's a really good addition. Don't push more pixels, save on the battery, the phone is not any thinner, not any thicker. It's great. Everyone benefits. Love it. And now for my favorite. Yes, I know we already went to one, but this is the big one for me, right? And it's a big one, completely. A home button is now solid state. Yes, the button is no longer moving. I know a lot of people that their home button got broken. It happens. It happens a lot. Not only on iPhone, it happens on Androids, it happens on any other phone that has some sort of home button. It's really great to be able to get it in a solid state. What they did is they miniaturized that haptic feedback engine that they use in their MacBook lineup and put it on a phone. So this haptic engine feedback will actually simulate a click and a feeling and a sound, but the button itself won't move. You'll think it's moving, it will sound like it's moving, like it's clicking, but it actually won't. And it's a good thing, because on their MacBooks, the haptic feedback on the touchpads works flawlessly. It's freaking awesome. So thank you, Apple, for introducing that. No more broken home buttons. And of course, it still scans your fingerprint, so nothing has changed there. But great job on that. Really great job. So, some final thoughts. Yes, this release was pretty much a lot of awesomeness, but also lots of controversy. We're yet to see if an omission of a headphone jack is going to be something that will cost Apple dearly, or whether we'll just get used to it and it will just work. I mean, we shall see how it works. At this point, there's a lot of love and hate about this. Some people agree, some people don't agree. I don't even know what to think about this myself yet. I will tell you once I get this phone, because I will get this phone and then I'll actually post a full review here. And in the spirit of confusing things a little bit, I have an announcement to make, because nothing is better than having a little bit of an irony. So here's my little announcement. I actually, well, irony because it's an all Apple video, I actually released an Android app. My Computer Parts Explained series has been pretty popular here on YouTube, and by that popular demand, I've made an app that you can download and get on your Android phone. It will come to iOS soon, but for now it's an Android exclusive. So I will post a link, down below in the description, so you can go and check it out and get it. And in this way you will be able to support my channel and growth of my channel too, because I definitely need it, and I will be able to push this channel even further. Of course, like I wrote in the description of that app, the app is a one-time purchase, and all the content that's going to be coming in the future, and trust me, there's a lot of content upcoming in the future, will be pushed as a free update. And it's children friendly, and it's even been approved for educational purposes in states and other countries. You'll be able to read about it yourself. But yeah, click on that link now and go and get it, and I would greatly appreciate if you do. In the meantime, let's see how this iPhone is going to turn out. Once I'm going to get my hands on it, I'll post a full review, and then we're going to see what we make of it, okay? Now, in the meantime, thank you for watching that video. Thank you for staying up with me. Thank you for, supporting my channel. It means a lot. So like the video if you liked it, and share the video if you feel for it, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the awesome content that will be coming out and all the giveaways that are coming out every Monday. And yeah, have a peaceful day, people. Have a peaceful day. Take care. Bye.